My mom got detained by mall security because she looked too rough to afford anything in the store. I watched it happen from the food court. I was 15, waiting for her by the pretzel place, when I noticed a knot of people near the entrance of the department store. Not the good kind of crowd, the kind where phones are already up and somebody's narrating. I walked over and my stomach dropped through the floor. Two loss prevention officers had a woman backed against the jewelry counter, one of them holding her arm, the other blocking the exit. It was my mom. She'd come straight from a 14-hour shift. My mom cleans houses and offices, and she'd picked up an extra job that morning because we were behind on the electric bill. She was still in her work clothes, faded scrub-style top with bleach stains, hair scraped back and frizzed out, gloves still hanging out of her back pocket, the deep, tired lines around her eyes that come from being on your feet since 4 a.m. She'd stopped at the store on the way to get me because it was my birthday that week, and she wanted to look at a necklace she'd been saving for, a $40 necklace. She'd been putting away $5 a week for 2 months. A young sales associate stood behind the officers, arms crossed, chin up, pointing at my mom like she'd caught a fugitive. She's been handling the display case for 10 minutes. She has no bags, no purse that matches. She's clearly, and she gestured at my mom's whole body, at her clothes, at her, like the sentence finished itself. My mom wasn't crying, she wasn't yelling, she just looked exhausted in a way that went all the way down. Like a woman who'd been judged on sight so many times she'd stopped being surprised by it. She saw me through the crowd and her face did something quiet. "It's okay, mija," she said. "It's a misunderstanding. Stay there." I didn't stay there. "Get your hands off her, that's my mom." The officers glanced at each other. The associate doubled down. "Ma'am, do you actually intend to purchase something, or?" "She's been saving for that necklace for 2 months," I said, and my voice cracked, which I hated. $5 at a time. For my birthday, she works cleaning jobs. That's why her clothes look like that, because she was working. What's your excuse? The associate flushed red. "She fits the profile of what?" I was shaking. "Of somebody poor? You grabbed her because she looked like she couldn't afford it?" One of the officers had already softened, had already clocked that this wasn't going the way the associate promised. He asked my mom, gently now, if she had ID. She pulled it out with steady hands. He looked at it, looked at her, and let go of her arm like it had burned him. Then something happened I'll never forget. A woman in line at the register spoke up. "I clean houses with her on Thursdays. She's more honest than anyone in this store." Then a man near the shoe section. "That lady found my wallet in the parking lot last month and ran it back to me, full of cash, didn't touch a dollar." Then an older woman leaning on a cart. "I've watched you follow her around this floor for 10 minutes, young lady. I've never once seen you offer to help her." The associate looked at the officers like she expected backup. She didn't get any. The floor manager who'd finally arrived didn't even glance at her. "Ma'am, I'm so sorry, this was a serious mistake." My mom just nodded and tucked her ID away. "It happens," she said. "It doesn't. Not to everyone, but that's my mom." The manager tried to comp the necklace. My mom said no thank you and paid for it herself, counting out the bills she'd saved, 5 and 5 and 5, right there on the counter while the whole line waited, and the associate stood there with nowhere to look. Then she took my hand and we walked out to our car. She didn't say anything about it. Didn't have to. She asked me how school was. She fastened the necklace around my neck in the parking lot before she even started the engine. Here's the part that gets me though. My mom told the other women on her cleaning crew that night, just as a story, just venting, and the next Saturday, 8 of them walked into that department store together, in their work clothes, straight off their shifts, bleach stains and all. They didn't cause a scene. They just walked the floor, browsed the jewelry, and each one bought something small, and each one at the register said the same sentence my mom had planned: "We clean the buildings you shop in. Our money's real too." The associate wasn't working that day. Word was she wasn't working there much longer at all. My mom still wears her work clothes wherever she needs to go, and I still wear the necklace.